Bunda, pemerintah tidak lagi menggunakan pedoman 4 sehat 5 sempurna. Susu tidak lagi melengkapi sejak anak selesai MPASI, memiliki gigi dan kemampuan mengunyah yang baik. Sejak 2017, pemerintah menggunakan pedoman isi piringku dalam sekali makan terdiri dari 2/3 karbohidrat, 2/3 sayur, 1/6 protein, dan 1/6 buah. Ide main dari kardus bekas ini bisa dilakukan untuk mengenalkan isi piringku pada anak. Have fun!
This is going to be a giant cupcake. Why? Because a couple of weeks ago, I made a giant cup of hot chocolate, and it was the most fun I'd had in a while. More than ever, we all could use a little more fun in our lives, right? Sometimes the creative process is more about the end result, making that perfect thing, or the utility of a project, and it's less about the act of creating. Painting a room, building a table, fixing a light, there's no joy, no fun. So I started making cardboard food, and I haven't been this excited about making something in a while. These projects have been the perfect chance just to enjoy the creative process, to celebrate the act of making. Silly? Maybe, but that's kind of the point.
Sadar gak sih, kenapa istri itu jarang sakit? Sebenarnya bukannya jarang sakit, tapi dia hanya lupa pada sakitnya, karena fokus pada keluarga. Dia jarang sakit karena dia tahu, kalau dia sakit, semua akan jadi berantakan. Kalau dia sakit, anak-anak seakan hilang pedoman. Kalau dia sakit, suami seperti tak karuan. Kalau dia sakit, rumah dan seisinya akan sepi dan bisu. Sebab seorang istri adalah jantung dan nadi dalam sebuah keluarga.
I was one of 150 volunteers who helped decorate the White House for the holidays, and this East Colonnade was one of my favorite spots. These birch trees were made by pros, but I wanted to try and recreate them DIY style for my own home. For the trees, I'm using cardboard shaped and held in place with masking tape. The birch bark is made by painting a light wash onto craft paper, adding some simple black details, and then ripping that into strips. The magic happens when those garlands of round mirrors and cotton balls are glued onto clear monofilament and draped from the tree branches. With a glue gun, I wrapped each tree with the painted bark, and then I brought them upstairs. I held the trees in place with 2 pieces of monofilament tied off onto brad nails tucked into the side of the door trim. I glued the garlands in place and a piece of the White House holiday right in my own home. This craft project is one of the many ways that I will remember my week at the White House.
This is why you should always lock your front doors. A kid living with both of his parents decided to watch a movie for their family weekly movie night. He then gets up to use the restroom. As he is in the restroom, he sees all of the power in the house cuts off, and then he hears 2 loud thumps. He locks the bathroom door and hears heavy objects being dragged across the hallway. The kid, freaking out, runs out of the bathroom and runs into the restroom. Once he is inside the room, he locks the door. As he locks the door, he jumps in bed and acts like he's asleep in hopes that this person who is in the house will ignore a child sleeping. He closes his eyes and hears the door creak at the same time. He squints his eyes and sees a man with no eyes dragging the bodies of both of his parents. The man dragging his parents sits his mom's dead body in a chair facing him, and then sets the dad's body on the floor facing up. It was almost like whoever was in the house who killed them wanted him to see it. He then sees the man writing something on the wall and then climbs under his bed. He laid there for hours knowing that if he moved a muscle he would end up just like his parents. He finally built up enough courage to read the wall, and the writing on the wall said,
"Bracer for my character made out of cardboard and duct tape for Dungeons and Dragons. Let's go." Yes, I did Google it. But then I cut that shape out of cardboard and started using my duct tape skills. A bunch of little loops to connect the inside by folding this piece in half here and leaving extra stickiness on the bottom that I cut off and then immediately cut in half because this is a huge loop and I don't need that big of a loop. So then you fold it in half here and then you create a little loop there by taping this in place over the edge of your cardboard. Now the loops are in place and you can create a long thin string of like shoelace duct tape and zigzag it just like you would a shoelace. Just like a shoelace. Hair tied to connect the top so that it's stretchy. Ready to decorate and then realized I didn't have nearly as much duct tape as I thought I did. So blue to match the outfit, pink to match the magic, and gears to match the artificer. Slide my hand right in here like this, and then all of a sudden you're an elven artificer named Bow, going on adventures with your friend, with your brand new little bracer. I'm Crazy Story, this was Bowen's bracer.
Chillin' on the east side, where you wanna meet? I can't be thinking straight. Got a couple missed calls, I'll be on my way. I'm guessing you don't feel the same. Over and over, it's burning, feeling like the fire that's over the flame. I know when I'm leaving tomorrow, it'll be another that you can't replace. All the fashion designer won't save you, see through your face. And baby, you've been moving shady, think I'm crazy, always too late. Should I leave it, be honest, I think I'm slipping it straight. Oh, when you're falling down, you want it now, your life has its way. Tell me it's even, the way that you're playing. No time for reason, you saw me as a game. Would you run away with somebody else? Cause I don't have you, babe. If I leave it all by your side, would you come stand beside me? Say, let me feel your body.
Make my mask with me, part 3. I opened my new box cutter. Very sharp. I decided to cut with scissors since the box cutter was a bit wobbly. This is the shape. I had to prop it up with things from my room, laugh my ass off. She's attached, OMFG. Now the stand test. I put it in a milk crate to dry. I decided to tape it down since glue wouldn't hold it. After lots of pain, it's done. The secondary headpiece does not reach the mask, so I will make an extension. He now rests upside down. It's done, OMFG.
that smoking drugs is cool? Do you think that doing alcohol is cool?